Paint and Ponder with myself, Fluff the Squirrel, and the wonderful, the whimsical Tilty Bear. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Today we are... Do you want to say?
We're reading the literature that Lonnie Ronnie Scubs wrote about children.
This is really a soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
it's icky.
I had a fantastic chat with the Holy Rogue yesterday. I don't know whether it's just because it's been a while since I've been a bit more social, spoke to people like people I haven't spoke to before. Because I don't speak to people. I know people might think that I'm like, I don't. People don't speak to me. I don't blame them. I'm not a very likable person.
Well, I'm not a person. I'm a bird, so I speak to you, but I don't really count. So
just scuttle around. So yeah, trying to be a bit more sociable, trying to get out there, trying to speak to people, spread the message.
Nico's here and Irish Mart's here. Hello, hello. Yeah, spread the message. And it was a great live.
Yeah, I think just speaking to him and he sort of really seemed to agree on the point of sort of diversifying tactics a bit more, and I really want to get the message to as many people as possible, all of the ways they are being so destructive and abusive towards children, and where that mindset comes from.
Yes.
I've learned about the How to Train a Child. I'm not going to give you any information about that. That is going to be anywhere near what Mixed Mandy McGee will give you.
Oh yeah, go over to their channel. Incredible.
Yeah, if I try and get their channel up and drop that in. Oh, it's going to take me forever. Have I got a mock? No. You're a mock. Can you do it? Toy, can you do
Am
it?
I?
Would that be... Yeah.
Oh! I can maybe do it on my iPad. Okay, one sec. Let me get my easel up. Let me grab my easel up, and then I will. I'll link their channel because yeah.
Thank you so much. So yeah, they know about that. But
they're
again, the more
awesome
you know,
too.
Yeah, the more you know, the more armed you can be. To help sort of raise awareness and spread that knowledge
and keep each other safe.
Yeah, but yeah, sorry, I was going to say I had a really, really great time. I think I was just nervous to speak to anybody. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. You know, I do like having healthy discussions, but yeah, it's just it takes a while for me to warm up. I think that was a really great chat and I really enjoyed it. And thank you for pushing that forward, Tilty.
Did you like that? The enabling and the the 15-point comment.
This is one of that was amazing. Thank you. But yeah, this was one of the hacks to getting through to me is to apparently message Tilty and say, you know, Fluffer doesn't message back and that's rude and they should and blah 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 blah. And Tilty's like, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it now. Sorry. And then I replied in my brain or I did it in drafts and I need to press
didn't hit send. Yep. To be fair, I'm pretty sure everyone in the world has done that. So my dad put a box of fucking brass pieces on my table, so I'm trying to get my freaking stuff on the table, and this freaking box of stuff.
Ooh, Nico Yegg put, I think of some of us as the spice cabinet. So many of us know spicy peeps. Yes.
I love that.
Made me think of what spice would I be? And then I was like, I love jerk and I love Chinese 5 spice. But then I was like, oh, I made my own spice. So if I'm cooking something, I want it like to taste in a way that's just gonna be a safe, palatable experience for me. You know, like your safe foods. I have my safe spice.
I be cinnamon.
Yeah, I see that. But yeah, this has salt, Himalayan salt, ground black pepper, MSG, jerk, jerk spice and Chinese 5 spice, and I think smoked paprika. Shake, and I just.
Whoo!
Yeah. You can mix it in with sriracha, barbecue sauce. Ooh. I haven't had dinner yet.
Okay, I've got the iPad open. Give me one sec. I'm just finding the channel.
Oh, Nico Yug said that they're cloves.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. That's like a winter comfort for me. Cinnamon and cloves.
I love
They go really
cloves.
well together.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure there's some cloves in, because the jerk spice and the Chinese 5 spice. I think I think that has cloves in.
How do I share it on
Joe.
this fucking
What nice to
thing?
hear.
I found it. I figured it out.
Yes,
I figured
so
it out.
we all go well
Copy
together.
link.
Huzzah.
Listen, teamwork
Joe,
makes
what
the
spice
dream
are you?
work.
Joe, we need to know what spice you are.
Joe.
You know how Holly did the Aaron Hubbard bot.
There we go. That's
Aaron
Mixed
bot.
Mandy McGee's channel. Yeah.
Imagine if she could do a DB Crim menu, and then we could be like, here's all the spices. Can you ask the Chat GPT to use? I think you can marinate in that question.
Marinate. I don't want to marinate in anything.
Marinate,
especially not
spices.
I don't. Well, I was going to say especially not this. I was going to make a joke, and then you.
I made a very witty comment, and I stand by that.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just gonna give you a really funny joke to start off with. Oh, fuck. Why did that happen? Did I just shut everything down? Yes, I did. Just wanted to read you this like really incredible, insightful quote by L. Ron Hubbard. It says, "A good, stable adult with love and tolerance in his heart is about the best therapy a child can have."
Not from him, no.
He's gross.
What's a mild spice? Paprika's quite mild, isn't it?
Yeah, paprika's pretty mild. Honestly, even chipotle is mild, because if you have chipotle just by itself, then it's,
You could be a herb. Herbs and spices go well.
Oh, you could be like sage, and then you're like just like calming and savory.
Basil is really underrated.
Basil is really fucking underrated.
Yeah, you get some really aromatic herbs.
Oh yeah, we actually grow basil. I love basil.
Yeah,
I knew someone who had a cat named Basil. That's a cute name.
Okay, so turmeric, yeah. Turmeric.
Oh, there you go. Pull out all our infections. Wait.
I was gonna say how versatile it is.
Well, I just remembered what you were saying yesterday.
Yeah, no, I got that after you said it. I was thinking, oh, you said poultice. You thought Joe's a poultice.
Yeah, an emotional poultice.
Rosemary, yeah, rosemary.
Just bypass me. That's fine. That's cool.
Rosemary good with potato.
It's okay. I'm used to it. Last night I was in DOA's chat and I was hidden again on my channel, so I had to swap over to my secondary secret channel.
No fault of your own comments, I'm sure.
No, obviously not. What would I ever say to get muted?
What's horseradish classed as?
Horseradish sauce?
I love me some horseradish. No, it's a root. It's a wild root.
And then I was like saying all these awesome things in chat and it wasn't going through. And then I swapped to my other account and then I was saying good things and I didn't get any crumbs of attention. And then I had to go to bed with no crumbs. would it be I don't think it would be a spice. What would you consider horseradish?
Well, I was thinking, well, what
Because this is breaking my brain now.
Well, maybe you could have like wasabi.
Oh yeah, that's a root
Again,
which is
that's a vegetable. That's really hard to grow. I think you have to grow it in like water, and it has to be like continuously flowing water.
Yeah, there's like conditions you have to meet.
Yeah. I feel this is a high ADHD stream. Warning and apologies now.
Oh, okay. Our trash it timer's over.
Okay.
So we have to be on topic now. Also, I've set it up so you can see the scary book, but you can also see Duck Nana, knowing that he's gonna make it a bit okay. And yeah, again, and I don't know why. I think it's because I was hidden on the Lore of DOA channel, and now I'm hidden on Streamer Wars, which is really funny because I was gifted a membership.
Nico started it. Blame Nico.
I don't even know what's going on.
Joe asked why. Can I ask why this started with the spicy chat?
Oh, okay. Because LRH is so bland. We had to get things started by talking about seasonings because even that has more potency than LRH.
And can't we just give Joe super props for being like top quality mods? Like
Joe is,
and she's
Joe's in her own league.
Yeah, chat Rory.
Joe's playing a whole nother game.
Thank you for staying with me, Joe.
Thank you for staying with everybody, Joe.
No,
we appreciate you so
much. I appreciate every single person who watches, who chats, who lurks. I appreciate you all. But I'm pretty sure me and Tilty on any given day can probably handle the chat. And you're needed in the busy ones. I completely understand that. And I was going to do something similar to what you've got there.
Really?
I don't know. I just did the pose there. Like.
Because you were like intellectually analyzing it, and I'm here for it. I just grabbed that because I wasn't sure.
I was gonna wait. You took out my brain. Thanks.
Well, you're welcome.
This is one to what you made earlier. Now I'm going to show you the makings of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Like
I also have
Blue
this one.
Did you watch Blue Peter? Do you have Blue Peter over there?
No, I didn't. I've heard of it, but I've never actually watched it.
Yeah, I think I always wanted Blue Peter.
I have seen Postman Pat and his black and white cat.
Okay. Little different. Cool.
Oh, I don't know if I showed anybody but my tree, my emotional bone hole scale. It's not quite done. I gotta finish the lettering, but I'm proud of it so far.
Always come up with such like different things. If we have like the same concept idea, this was something we said at the start that we were going to try more of, like have the same idea at the start and then see where we go.
Yeah, I know. It's so cool though. I love that. I think it's really, really interesting. Like, oh, I was gonna say the triangle paintings that we did when my camera wasn't working, they actually are a lot more similar than I thought.
Are they?
Yeah. Like they go together. I'll find it for you later.
What to put and where to put it. So it should have the same shapes. That you literally were like, put a triangle here, and I was like, yeah, okay then. Here, okay. Like it.
Yeah, and I was like, put a line across the top corner line going horizontal. You're like, what?
Oh, okay. I've got the PDF. I've got the PDF from the PDF file.
Okay, the PDF.
You like that?
Good job. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. It's good. Do we want to take turns? And what are we doing for a piece? I didn't know.
I'm going to do something that is going to counteract the internal screaming of my brain.
Yeah, I was thinking about just doing the neurographic lines over this.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because I think that'd be nice for my brain.
I feel like Duck Nana's judging me.
He's not judging you. He's judging LRH. There. Okay. Now he's turned to the side, so he's like, oh, can't believe
now it feels like side eye, but it's fine.
No, the side eye is for any OSA or trolls that are in the chat. They're going to get side-eyed by Duck Nana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for having us on, Nico, and thank you for chatting along and giving us a spicy start to the stream.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
It,
oh, okay. Shall I?
Art in. Do you want to read a little bit what you think of what you want to put on the page, and then we'll swippity swap over?
Yes, then that sounds great. I'll read like a little, maybe a page or two, and then we'll swap because it's going to be it's going to make us mad. Let me just have a sip of coffee here. Moisten my beak. That's how birds wet their whistle, just so you know. Okay. How to raise a happy, healthy child is not something most parents are taught. In fact, many just stumble through the entire process, albeit with the best intentions. Consequently, it is all too common to find an unhappy state of affairs in families with constant friction between parents and children. It is not a natural state of affairs. In fact, it can be avoided entirely. Lonnie Ronnie Scubbard developed many methods to bring out the best in a child and its parents. Its parents. Not their parents. Its parents.
Oh, the last time I heard that, and somebody said, I don't like it when people let their crotch goblins run around. They need to sort it out. They are its parents.
Oh, so you probably encountered a Scientologist
who said it, referring to a child. Crotch goblin?
I mean, okay, that's a little funny. I mean, the crotch goblin part is funny, but the other stuff isn't.
How dare you? How dare
you? Yeah. And its parents. In this booklet, you will read aloud about some. You will read about. Oh my God. Okay. You will read about some of these methods and discover how to raise a child without breaking his spirit, and how to have a child who is willing to contribute to the family, and how to help a child quickly get over the daily upsets and tribulations of life. Raising children should be a joy, and can be. In fact, it can be one of the most rewarding of all human experiences. The application of Scientology principles to the bringing up of children can ensure that they are happy, loving, and productive, and that they become valued members of the societies in which they live, which obviously is much more important than the happiness.
Grabbing some water quick, I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. I just want to read this first sentence, and I'm going to let everybody have a minute to recover here. The main problem with children is how to live with them.
Sorry, I thought I was going to be so quick and slick and you wouldn't even notice. And the second I tiptoed out, you dead silence. I was like,
The main problem with children is how to live with them.
No.
It's the first sentence.
It's PDF files like you Satan.
Yeah, or people who are like, how do I connect with another being on an emotional level? What is this? I have no insides or heart or brain. Help, 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 help. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let everybody know you might get mad. Okay? Just want to let you know. some of it's true. Like, the adult is the problem in child raising. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a phone call from the freaking pharmacy right as I'm reading this. And now I can't hear anything because all I can hear is the Star Trek theme. Give me one moment.
Yeah, go on. Oh, wait, I'm on it, but I don't know whereabouts we are in the page. I haven't been looking. What I was going to do is hopefully do something. Well, I was going to do a wet on wet. I should have picked the colours out, but I didn't already. So I don't really know. But I'm probably just going to wet this page up more. Going to wet the page up. And more water probably doesn't help when you don't know what you're doing on a piece. So I probably wouldn't advise this, but watch along to see what not to do and why. Okay, there we go. That's a little better, isn't it? Now I'm just going to do the same as what I did before, and it didn't work. And then it's going to happen again, and I'm probably not going to like that either. Do not be shocked. Yeah. So, not going to be the most fun stream, but I feel like if we're going to try and raise awareness or spread the message, or word of mouth is such hello, such a huge thing. I think just having this knowledge is invaluable because you don't know when a situation is going to come up where it will sort of fit in context-ish.
I only had to take that call because it was my injection delivery. I had to confirm it.
Okay, yeah. Right, it doesn't matter. You need this medical call.
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, medical call. Sorry, what did I miss? Where am I? Where was I? Okay, yes, right. Oh, do you want me to keep reading?
Yeah.
Okay. The main problem with children is how to live with them. The adult is the problem in child raising, not the child. A good, stable adult with love and tolerance in his heart is about the best therapy a child can have. That's that quote.
And there we have one of the other disgusting things to happen whilst reading this literature is when he says something that you agree with. Blech. I do agree with that.
Yeah, but he says it in the wrong way. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's saying, like, you don't need outside help. As long as you work on yourself, then Scientology is all you need.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But
he's warping.
What he's saying sounds so like
if you were to buy this booklet and you saw the quote at the back that says, a happy heart is the best therapy a child can have, or whatever, and you'd be like, oh, well, that sounds interesting. Maybe I'll buy that and give it a read. And then you read this.
There's a book called When the Adult Changes, Everything Changes. And that's a fantastic book. And I agree with it. And I've applied the principles and it works. When you change your attitude towards children or anybody, because children are also people, they change their attitude back. Like, it makes sense.
This is about to get, like, the next paragraph, like, it starts off okay, right? Like, a little bit, but it jumps right on in here. The main consideration in raising children is the problem of training them without breaking them.
This is
you want to raise, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to raise your child in such a way that you don't have to control him, so that he will be in full possession of himself at all times. Upon that depends his good behavior, his health, his sanity. Children are not dogs. They can't be trained like dogs are trained. They are not controllable items. They are, and let's not overlook the point, men and women. A child is not a special species of animal distinct from man. A child is a man or a woman who has not attained full growth. Any law which applies to the behavior of men and women applies to children.
No, that's incorrect. But
yeah.
That's like as a parent, I can tell you there's some times where it's just like, am I doing the right thing? Like, is not getting my child any sort of mobile or iPad or any sort of device which makes them susceptible towards PDF files. Am I doing the right thing by that? Or am I, making my child, alienating them from their peers and da 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 da? They don't know about the TikToks that their friends are talking about because they don't have TikTok. Am I doing the right? You think these things, but I've never thought, am I breaking them? Is this will this break my child? Like, never has that crossed my mind. Like, I can't understand where this is coming from. Okay, the key in not breaking them is, whoa, how did we get here? How is this the starting off point?
Right?
Where is
this is the first. This is page 1. This is the first page.
That's what I mean.
Okay,
like,
sorry,
this is not
4 technically, but
there's not like a prequel. This isn't like second in the series. This is
this is jumping right in. This is like
Childcare 101. Please try not to break them. What?
Yeah.
What? I can't.
I know. And I don't have children, so I can't speak. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I don't have children, so I can't speak to that part, but I can say, as a child who went through some stuff, this makes me fucking feel very uncomfortable, and it makes me turn into feel like I want to like curl up in a ball in the corner, like I'm being, Anyway, how would you like to be pulled and hauled and ordered about and restrained from doing whatever you wanted to do? You'd resent it. The only reason a child doesn't resent it is because he's small. You'd half murder someone who treated you, an adult, with the orders, contradiction, and disrespect given to the average child. The child doesn't strike back because he isn't big enough. He gets your floors muddy, interrupts your nap, destroys the peace of the home instead. If he had equality with you in the matters of rights, he'd not ask for this revenge. This revenge is standard child behavior.
So this basically should be called, I have daddy issues and I'm taking out on my child.
Also, I never wanted kids because they're a burden. Yeah, tell me you hate children without saying that. Like, I can't. Self-determinism is the state of being wherein the individual can or cannot be controlled by his environment according to his own choice. In that state, the individual...
I'm so sorry. I just imagine him having like a party and it's like a gender reveal before a gender reveal, but it's just like, is it gonna be the spawn of Satan? Is it the Antichrist? And then the cake's either gonna come out like hellfire red or pink or blue, and it's just like, oh god, I wanted the red. I wanted the hellfire red.
This one's a dud. There's not enough evil.
Just what his intentions whilst wanting to impregnate someone was literally, I want the Antichrist.
Yeah, I think he was really just mad that he couldn't get impregnated by Jack Parsons, let's be real.
Oh yeah. Maybe the Antichrist will impregnate me and come up my butt. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Just come on, man.
I mean, really, that makes more sense than anything he's ever written, so. Okay. I'm going to do one more page, and then I'm going to need to have a little color break.
Yeah, I get it.
A child has a right to his self-determinism. You say that if he is not restrained from pulling things down on himself, running into the road, etc., he'll be hurt. What are you as an adult doing to make that child live in rooms or an environment where he can be hurt? The fault is yours, not his, if he breaks things. The sweetness and love of a child is preserved only so long as he can exert his own self-determinism. You interrupt that, and to a degree, you interrupt his life. So you're the reason why your child is unhappy, basically. And if your child hurts himself by being a child, it's your fault for providing an environment upon which that was possible.
Like,
I just
why
love
does
how he's
your house have edges? Everything should be round and smooth.
exactly. Okay. Dude, it's hip to be square. I want edges on everything. I want the opposite of child safe. No, I'm just kidding. This is horrifying. This is the fucking opposite of child safe. This is horrifying. It's just so warped from bow to stern. From bow to stern. Okay? I'm using nautical terms even, so he understands how mad I am.
He doesn't know.
He fucking knows. He knows from the grave.
He's been lying.
Okay. There are only two reasons why a child's right to decide for himself has to be interrupted: the fragility and danger of his environment, and you. For you work out on him the things that were done to you, regardless of what you think. There are two courses you can take. Give the child leeway in an environment he can hurt himself, and which he... Okay, sorry. Give the child leeway in an environment he can't hurt, and which can't badly hurt him, and which doesn't greatly restrict his own space and time. And through Scientology services, you can clean up your own aberrations, departures from rational thought or behavior, to a point where your tolerance equals or surpasses his lack of education in how to please you. When you give a child something, it's his. It's not still yours. Clothes, toys...
Like an Aggie teen, like a real Aggie, like I've done a PowerPoint presentation on why you actually need to respect me now.
Yeah!
Like, it's not
For
cool.
real. I don't like it. I hate you.
It's giving... Is it Doofus out of Not Another Teen Movie? Don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room.
I have seen that clip though.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
I love that. Okay. When you give a child something, it's his. It's not still yours. Clothes, toys, quarters, whatever he has been whatever he's been given.
Must insist you give me back my Tetris game.
Yeah, remember that? Remember those clothes I gave you for school? Those are mine.
Just imagine the stories he would have told at school. Can you imagine?
I can't.
His parents just being like, no, we're taking it off you. Taking his sci-fi books off you. And he's like, I will write my own.
I would be surprised if that's totally how it started.
Yeah, I'm seeing it all.
Yeah. You can't tell me what to do, Mom.
Yeah, and this is when he started writing these letters about when you give a child something, it is theirs. How is he going from cheap childlike objects to, but also their stuff is theirs, leave them alone? Do you reckon this is definitely where he got for children are adults in small bodies?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He basically said that up above. They're just
telling himself, if I could have worked a full-time job when I was 4 and I could have brought my own cards and swapped them with whoever I wanted whenever I wanted, and I could have had a full I don't know what's the popular cards there, baseball card collection.
Sure, probably in that time. Yeah, that would have been that. Probably was.
He was just mental, wasn't he? My goodness.
Fucking Betty. Anyway, I'm gonna get off a really gross tangent unless I keep reading this. So he tears up his shirt, wrecks his bed, breaks his fire engine. It's none of your business. How would you like to have someone give you a Christmas present and then tell you day after day thereafter what you are to do with it, and even punish you if you failed to care for it the way the donor thinks you should. The donor.
Oh,
The donor.
excuse. Wow.
What the fuck? Could you donate me some gifts for Christmas, please, Mom? What?
It sounds like dinner's ready. You've got peas. Please just try and eat the peas. You're just a donor.
For real?
What are you on about?
And it's
Peas?
like
Stop for the peas.
I really wonder if it's like he like transcribed this like at the same time he was doing a fundraising thing and just assumes anyone who isn't him or isn't a Scientologist or is a Scientologist and not a child who has money is a donor because you have something to donate.
Just insane.
That's surreal, man.
This is probably some of the most telling stuff I've ever read, to be like, this explain, like this is where
him.
Like, this explains it. Yeah, this is like an actual truth-telling biography.
This is a self-snitch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big self-snitch. I mean, listen to this. Okay, so how would you like to have someone give you a Christmas present and then tell you what you're to do with it and then punish you if you failed to care for it the way the donor thinks you should? You'd wreck that donor and ruin that present. You know you would. The child wrecks your nerves when you do it to him. That's revenge. He cries. He pesters you. He breaks your things. He accidentally, in quotes, spills his milk. And he wrecks the possession on purpose about which he is so often cautioned. Why? Because he is fighting for his own self-determinism, his own right to own and make his weight felt on his environment. This possession is another channel by which he can be controlled. So he has to fight the possession and the controller. Yeah. I'll just finish this paragraph and then we're on the next page. Doubtless, some people were so poorly raised, they think control is the NE plus ultra highest point of child raising. What the fuck does it?
I have no idea. Nope.
Okay. Okay.
Isn't real.
Control is the NE plus ultra highest point of child raising. If you want to control your child, simply break him into complete apathy and he'll be as obedient as any hypnotized half-wit. If you want to know how to control him, get a book on dog training, name the child Rex, and teach him first to fetch, and then to sit up, and then bark for his food. You can train a child that way, sure you can, but it's your hard luck if he turns out to be a bloodletter.
A what?
A bloodletter, a person who causes bloodshed.
Wow. Does he have the definition there?
He literally puts in brackets, a person who causes bloodshed.
So he's aware to put definition things if people won't know them, yet he pulls words out of his ass and slaps that on paper and expects everyone to go, oh yeah, got it. Yeah, Nico Yeg. Well done for doing the dishes. Well done you.
Yay!
I love it when people body double with us. So that's just happening.
I'm so proud of you.
If you want to get something done, if you want to body double on any of these streams, just tell us at the start what you need to get done and let us know when you've done it, and we'll give you a props. Well done you for doing the stuff you need to do.
I will not give you a hip hip hooray, but I'll give you a full slops.
Anyway, swiftly moving on. Nico said LRH needed a brain donor.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Well said. Do you want to read now?
Okay.
You don't have to. I can keep reading.
Tell me where I am. Tell me if you can tell me what page we're on. So
you're gonna be on page 5, but in the PDF it says page 7.
Okay.
You'll know it because there's like italicized quotes on that page.
I'm going down. I'm going down.
Yes, Nico, same. Hello, the Holy Rogue.
Hello.
I was just saying earlier how awesome the live was to watch with you two. With you and the fluff.
So where about on page 7?
I just finished the paragraph where the blood letter, a person who causes bloodshed. So the very first paragraph at the top, it starts with hypnotized half-wit. That's the one I read. So you'll be reading from. Yeah. Of course, you'll have a hard time of it. Yeah,
I've got it. Okay. I'm just turning the brightness right up. Zooming in. Oh, okay.
Even with the darkness.
Yeah, look, I've got it well big.
I was gonna see, even with the lightness turned up, it's still bleak.
Of course, you'll have a hard time of it. This is a human being. It will be tough because man became king of the beasts only because he couldn't, as a species, be licked.
What?
Wait.
What? Does he mean like beaten?
This is a human being. Wait, of course, you have a hard time with it. This is a human being. It will be tough because man became king of the beasts only because he couldn't, as a species, be licked.
Okay, so I think he means that in the slang term of like couldn't be beat, like we were the toughest.
Okay. He doesn't easily go into an obedient apathy like dogs do. Men own dogs because men are self-determined, and dogs went, I need some like manosphere anxiety music over the top of it.
Yeah.
Men own dogs because men are self-determined and dogs aren't.
Self-determination.
Oh my God, how insecure. Well, again. Let's look at this as a closeted man, very insecure in his own masculinity with deep father issues.
Yeah. And I mean, unrequited love for Jack Parsons. Broken heart.
Yeah, so he said deeply closeted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, imagine being so far in the closet. I mean, like there's being in the closet, but then there's being so deep in the closet, you're kind of out the other end again because you are. Do you know what I mean?
You've popped through tonight.
Because you are furiously jacking it to Jack. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And then being like, I'm only doing this for the Antichrist.
That's right. It's not gay if you're masturbating for Satan. Okay?
There we go.
That's why it's, high up on the bono scale.
Wait. Okay. The reason people started to confuse children with dogs and started training children with force lies. This would be really helpful with some fucking apostrophes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is why I'm pretty sure it was just like a train of consciousness that someone had to type.
Do you reckon he was saying you can't be dyslexic, as in like it doesn't exist? But yes. Do you reckon he meant like no, you can't be dyslexic and read my stuff?
Yeah.
I think it's bracket and read my stuff.
He is fond of brackets.
Yeah, he's not fond of other punctuation, is he?
No.
Sorry. Okay, one more time. The reason people started to confuse children with dogs and started training children with force lies in the field of psychology. The psychologist worked on principles as follows. And hi, if you're just joining the stream now, Tilty is not doing a care in the community street teaching me to read. I know it would appear that way. That's not happening. I have actually been practicing this for many years.
Listen, we are the DB Crim Crew Sesame Street. Okay, we're the Scallywag Street. This is the wholesome whimsy stream. We're deconstructing and doing it the best way we can. So we're doing a wonderful job.
I'm really
reading great.
Go down.
Well, it's because reading his shit breaks your brain. It's not you.
Right. Well, principles as follows. So this is the psychologist worked on the principles as followed. Man is evil. Man must be trained into being a social animal. Okay. Man must adapt to his environment. As these postulates aren't true, he means statements there. Psychology doesn't work. But that's what he's made up about. Okay. Oh.
I know it's really bad. I told you.
Oh shit. I'm really struggling to just scroll down enough to read it. Okay. Oh, this is so wordy and okay. And if you, he starts with and as well. Starting a sentence with and is just.
You're not. That's bad. It's just bad grammar.
And if you ever saw a wreck, it's the child of a professional psychologist. That's just rude. That's rude.
Wow. Okay, so I'd like to say he was probably rejected by the daughter of a psychologist.
You know, he was rejected by they was laughed out of the institute.
Oh, I know that, but there's got to be another layer.
No, it wasn't the daughter of anyone. He definitely went in with a boner for a psychologist and come out flaccid. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I love that.
Okay, attention to the world around us. Attention to the world around us instead of to texts somebody thought up after reading somebody's texts. That was an apostrophe there. Shows us the fallacy of these postulates. What does that even fucking say?
That's literally what he's doing. That's literally what he's doing. He's reading texts and then writing a text and then saying that you shouldn't read a text and write a text. That's
okay. Attention to the world around us instead of to text somebody thought up after reading somebody's texts. Shows us the fallacy of these postulates. What?
So wouldn't that show us the fallacy of his postulates? Because it's the same thing.
Fallacy of postulates sounds like a Harry Potter movie.
Harry Potter and the...
Done it. I don't want to speak about it.
It does. Yeah, but that's pretty funny.
It does, though, doesn't it?
It does. It also sends... I always read postulates as prostates, and I think that's pretty funny.
This is actually quite the opposite of the previous beliefs. The truth lies in this direction. What? I can't even.
What?
I can't even. This is like hearing it is bad. Reading it is it? Oh,
it's worse.
Okay. The actuality is quite opposite. The actuality is quite opposite the previous belief. So that's just incorrect. That's just not a proper set. The actuality is quite opposite the previous beliefs. That's not a sentence. That's not a sentence. That's
No.
not a sentence. I'm not misreading that. I've read it 4
No.
times. I'm pre-reading them before I try and do it aloud. In my brain, I'm doing it. That's not a sentence. How am I meant to know? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The truth lies in this direction. Man is basically good. Only
Really?
by severe aberration can man be made evil. Severe
Oh.
training drives him into non-sociability.
Oh, I see.
Man must retain his personal ability to adapt his environment to him to remain sane. Man must retain his personal ability to adapt his environment to him to remain sane.
Sounds like he's struggling with that, doesn't it?
That need an apostrophe, didn't it, surely?
Well, at least.
Yeah, as well as deleting the whole thing.
Yeah.
Man is as safe man is as sane and safe as he is self-determined. No.
No. Nope. That's really not right.
Oh, I feel like I want to print this off and grade it. I feel
That's the most Richard Iolani thing you could have said.
Is it like there is? I never knew there was a tiny spark
There's a little
of an English teacher in me that's just like, right, print this out and bring me my red pen.
Well, I don't think you've ever seen the English language violated so horrifically. Yeah.
Butchered and bastardized. That's what he's done to the English language.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody. My tone, I probably got very loud. I get heated.
It's okay.
We're
not yelling. We're just passionate about how shitty this fucking loser is. Like, he's a fucking real piece of work.
Yeah. Hi, Corn. Hello. How are you?
Oh, Corn's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Corn.
I didn't
hope you're doing well.
I'm sorry, I literally had to click off the screen because I couldn't. Hi, Gail. Thank you for being here. I seen that you were in chat yesterday, but I don't know if I said hi. But thank you so much for joining again today.
Oh fuck, that looks phallic. Damn it.
Tilty sends me phallic-looking things all the time. Not enough to report them to an authority of any sort, but enough to make me feel thoroughly disgusted and uncomfortable. And they do it all the time.
I don't even mean to. And no, I don't. Get out of here. Get out of here.
All the time, but it's definitely more than once, which is more than I do.
It's like the one time I sent you a video of aubergines from the grocery store.
No, that's that circumcised head bird thing that you sent me.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Turkey bird.
That's a turkey vulture. It's a turkey vulture. I have turkey vultures that live outside my house, and I've been looking for them all spring, waiting for them to come by because they're my buds, and they've been living outside my house for a really long time. And I'm getting all excited, looking out the window every morning, seeing if those birds are going to come on by. And they finally flew on in, so I was like, "Oh, I gotta get a picture for Fluffer." And they're like, "Wow, those are the worst birds I've ever seen."
Well, yeah, actually, they probably are the worst. I never said that, but I can't dispute it. There's a feeling I have.
It's the vibe I got.
Yeah, no. It is how I feel. Yeah, no, they are.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. It's fine. I love them anyway.
What? Wait, sorry, I'm going to stop reacting.
It gets bad. Like, if you thought it was bad, it gets, like, even more. Oh, that's a big blob of water. Oh, dear.
I've got my hand on my forehead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. When I read some of this last night, I literally got nauseous, and Mitch was like, "You need to put that away because you're gonna have to like." I was like,
What?
like he didn't even know that's what I was reading. He could just see I was getting upset, and I was like, I have to stop.
Some of this it goes between ridiculous and so blatantly obvious that it's still frustrating. It's as equally frustrating as the ridiculous stuff.
I know.
Okay. Okay. In raising your child, you must avoid in raising your child, you must avoid training him into a social animal. Your child begins by being more sociable, more dignified than you are. Again, this is two things that they've said, two things that he said. We didn't use and, we used a comma here. We chucked a comma in here. Your child begins by being more sociable and more dignified than you are. Anyway, that aside.
Yeah.
How can a child who is learning everything from you, their caregiver, how can they possibly learn as a child to be more dignified than you are?
Because they haven't been tainted by your aberrative thoughts.
More
and
dignified.
Because he even said at the beginning, the reason why you have a child is because of your the reason why your child is a problem is because of your aberrations.
Sorry.
So the longer your child spends with you outside of the womb, the more corrupt your child becomes. Yeah. Yep.
How is a child going to be more dignified than you? Sorry, did a child just not wipe their buggers at the presidential desk in the Oval Office?
Well, I think that's more dignified than
actual
person in the office.
on top of the Constitution. Yeah, I definitely agree. But the point is,
the one example.
Children do undignified things all the time. It comes from what your definition of dignified is. And the only way they're going to learn to be dignified is if you fucking teach them.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to be? This is so insane. And then it goes on to, in a relatively short time, the treatment he gets. So, in a relatively short time, the treatment he gets checks him that he revolts. I don't know what that means in a sentence. This revolt can be intensified until he is a terror to have around. He will be noisy, thoughtless, careless of possessions, unclean, anything. Well, that's a child. You are describing a normal, healthy, happy child there.
You're literally, it's just a human larval.
In short, which will annoy you. Train him, control him, and you'll lose his love. You've lost the child forever that you seek to control and own. What?
Because he thinks that loving them and teaching them and guiding them is controlling them, and therefore it's warping every freaking aspect of being a parent and being a child and having a parent and having a child from bow to stern.
It's like he's trying to tap out of parenting, all parental responsibilities by switching out the words teach to train, because
to
teach is a beautiful thing, but to train is ugly. But you how can you? It's like, okay, I'm not teaching them anything because I'm not training them. They're not a dog. It's just like, well, you don't have to. Oh, I can't even. This is breaking my brain.
Do you want me to take over reading for a bit?
No, I've got this last paragraph I've already read over.
Okay.
Permit a child to sit on your lap. He'll sit there, contented. Now put your arms around him and constrain him to sit there.
What?
Yes. Do this even though he wasn't even trying to leave. Instantly, he'll squirm. He'll fight to get away from you. He'll get angry. He'll cry. Recall now. he was happy before you started to hold him. Like, why? This, you don't.
What the fuck?
No one needs to do this. No one needs to do this. No one needs to know. Don't try and control and own your child. Like this is
Like, that's pretty standard shit.
like even in the 50s. Like, but
Like,
people like I own my child. Is this something I'm not getting because of age, or because this is just to control and own?
yeah.
Like maybe old, like hundreds, like old aristocratic. You would be trained. You'd be trained on how to act, and you'd act in a way so you could marry well, so you wouldn't die of
Well, and the
starvation.
thing is we have to remember that it's like a fake military thing, right? And so he does want to shed all the responsibility of childbearing, and he wants everybody else to shed the responsibility of childbearing, but he wants the children still. So he needs to find a way to make it so that the people can still have the children without losing their ableness or how productive they are. And it's just so warped. It's KSW.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I also your efforts to mold, train, control this child in general react on him exactly like trying to hold him on your lap.
So
Like,
trying to
no shit,
teach...
Sherlock.
What
No,
the fuck?
this is just explaining, like, don't constrain physically, like, don't.
That shouldn't have to... Okay, yep.
Like, why are you saying this? Like,
because he's probably has so little patience, he probably grabbed one of his children and was told, you can't do that.
like
that really wouldn't surprise me.
this is just void of any sense and logic. And
yeah.
like, why would you write this, and why would people buy this? It's just beyond me. Also, I'm only on page 8, and sorry, I've took like probably longer than it took you to read them first.
No, it's fine. And the thing is like, this is one of the basic pamphlets, which means like any Scientology parent has probably read this.
Mm.
And that's just a bummer.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, right. What? It says, of course.
Are you on the child's right to contribute?
No, of course. You will have difficulty if this child of yours has already been trained, controlled, ordered about, denied his own possessions. What? Like in the fucking cadet org?
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway, who else is going to be trained and controlled and ordered about your child? If I just anyway, in mid-flight, you can change your tactics. You try to give him his freedom. He's so suspicious of you, he will have a terrible time trying to adjust. The transition period will be terrible, but at the end of it, you'll have a well-ordered, well-trained, social child, thoughtful of you and, very important to you. A child who loves you.
The child's not important to you until after it's been trained. Obviously. I think that's like the parents that send their kids away to the ranch and stuff, and then they don't see them for a really long time, and then they're like raised by other people. And so I think that might be what they're referring to, if your child's already been controlled or whatever.
I know, but what, like, that's specific, like, really super niche. Like, it's not like, it's like a regular thing parents do. Do you know?
I know.
It has to be included in a pamphlet, like a mass-produced pamphlet.
Yeah. It's gross. what I'd like to say. I think it's pretty gross.
Sorry, I'm getting very upset.
And imagine being a kid and reading this yourself too, and internalizing it.
The grammar is awful.
Well, that would be the first thing that would make me upset. But then I'd start to break down the subject matter and be like, wow, am I a piece of shit or are they pieces of shit? What's going on? I'd be so confused.
Weird.
It's just really upsetting.
It's
really upsetting. Like, I don't even have kids, and hearing someone talk about kids like this makes me so uncomfortable on every moral and ethical level.
I cannot tell you now. There is not I would be very susceptible to the personality test, to being in a room, to people telling me I'm shit and I'm the problem, I'm causing my own issues and I need to change and I need to work harder. You know, all of the love bombing, all of the fake community, I'd be susceptible to all of that.
Yeah.
But I tell you one thing, you try and send one person to me to try and tell me to do this to my child, or that you can do that to my child, or any of this, try it, because I tell you now,
won't go well.
Not. No, you want a different person. You're gonna get a very, very different person. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know if this has been the breaking point for a few people, and they're the ones who have like quietly just stepped away and moved away from Scientology. But I cannot get my head round in any level of indoctrination how your breaking point wouldn't be they've done this to my child, or they telling me to do this, or I can't understand it. I will never understand it.
There's a certain piss baby who sent his kids to Scientology school.
Yeah, I know. Doubtfire.
So, you know, that's a whole school that probably runs on the basis of this shit.
Yeah, I know. It's just
and more. So, if you still have any soft feelings for that individual, I'd reconsider. In my personal opinion, allegedly, don't come from me.
Allegedly, my personal opinion, allegedly.
It seems to me it's very inefficient to drop the meat body and have to pick up a new one to relearn everything. I know, right? Especially if when you were, an aging Thetan and you didn't leave Scientology, your estate, in your will, how are you gonna, you're not gonna be able to start where you left off on your courses. What are you doing? You're gonna have to start from scratch. You best be leaving that church in your will so that you can start on the same place on the bridge that you left off, lest you waste your money.
Just don't lose your receipt.
Oh, yeah. Can I be buried with my receipts, please? Oh, my God. All right. How far are we in? 47 minutes. Oh, that's actually not as far as I thought. So that's...
No, an hour and 8 minutes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I had to leave and come back. That's right.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's important, wasn't it?
It was, actually. I'll only ever do that if it's actually important.
Not fake important. What's fake important? What's not actually
family?
Important?
No, I'm just kidding. That was a Scientology joke.
Oh dear.
A spam call. Like if I'm getting a spam call, I just won't answer it. Or if it's like, something else, I can leave a message. But for like doctor stuff, I have to pick up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm just doing some neurographic lines because...
Oh, yeah, no, I knew this was going to hurt my brain. I knew it was going to be so gross.
Yeah. I wanted to do this one first, but I was like, I think we should start with the tone scale because it kind of eases us into the bullshit.
Yeah.
And also I realized that like the tone scale is really referenced in this. Like they say, you know, you want to break your child into apathy. Hi, Brad. Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Oh, Brad.
Ages.
Brad, can you send me an email because I'd like to send something for Sarah as well with your art? Because I mean, she has to put up with a lot. She needs something.
Our sympathy. It's sympathy. No. Miss you, Brad. It's been ages.
It's been forever.
It feels like maybe my comments don't make you feel welcome and like you want to speak to me. Kind of how it feels.
Wow, Brad. Are you disowning us?
Speak for yourself. Just Toby, not me. Don't say you're disowning me. I don't want to know if you are. Don't tell me.
Listen, if you think you can just get rid of me, you're dreaming.
Oh yeah, if you give Tote your address as well. Nope. Done. Got the same tactics. You'll be tracked down now. This is for life.
I got wings.
Got spy
Come
geese.
for you. That's right.
Canadian tooting spy geese.
You think we haven't been training spy geese? Canada's been training spy geese since 1932.
Oh my! Like I don't even want to give your government any ideas. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I initially was like, oh God, what if someone is listening there, being like, right, guys, if things come off again, this actually isn't in the Geneva Convention yet. No, please don't.
And then Canada's like, hey, we got a little wiggle room.
Yeah, no.
Listen, we're scallywags, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, Brad made lovely art for my grandma, so I thought it would be nice if I had made something for Sarah in return.
Oh, that's sweet.
So yeah, email me what she might like when she's not around, so she doesn't see. So, but
Brad's doing anything other than turning Sarah and being like, "What do you like?"
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not saying, but you know, that would be the most obvious thing that's happening to me anyway.
I can see it.
He might know. He might be like,
he probably knows. Yeah. He's a secret softie.
Do you think? I wonder.
I'd like to believe that.
What's your love language, Brad, and what's Sarah's love language?
He said, my mental health is a problem. You two cheer me up, though. Well, we're here for you, bud.
Your existence makes me happy.
Yeah. What would we do without our brother Scallywag?
Hello.
I think the thing is Brad needs a dog.
I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, I wonder if the service dog, if he's been to go see how that's going.
Was it the end of this month you said you were going, or was that did I miss that? Am I behind?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know. I forgot to ask. I'm sorry, bud. I've been so behind on everything. I'm behind on my emails. I'm behind on everything, but I'm
sorry.
Finally getting caught up. No, it's not your fault.
Okay, I was say if that's anything to do with me.
No, it's actually not. It's not. It's my own stuff.
Sociable. Just a social butterfly.
No, it's medical stuff mostly.
I'm glad you're getting sorted.
Yeah, it's good. But I also don't like dealing with it, so I kind of let it pile up in my inbox because I don't want to deal with it. And then other people email me, and then it kind of gets lost in all the medical emails, and then I feel bad.
You do not use the same email address for both?
Oh, I sure do.
Please don't do that. Please change. Please. Oh, your precious medical information.
Okay, my infusion clinic already had a data breach. Okay, what information is left? What do you want to know? What do you want to know about my Crohn's? Okay, what do you want to know?
What do you want to know about my Crohn's, eh? Sorry, I don't know.
What's the matter with you? It's my digestive issues. I'm dealing with it. Madam.
Right, where is the accent finished painting now?
Oh, do you want me to?
No, I'll carry on reading. Please vote. If just let me know if it's painful. Listen to me read, and I will stop because
it's not painful listening to you read. It's the content.
Okay. So, am I coming off the right place here?
I think anywhere in this book is the wrong place to be.
The child who is under constraint, shepherded, handled, controlled, has a very bad anxiety postulated. That doesn't make sense.
So like they're presenting.
Okay, it was like given to them. Wait.
Yeah, it's like they're manifesting
anxiety postulated. That's such a bad. His parents are survival entities. Who's here?
No, I just said just Brad said it's never a war crime the first time, and then next week I'm gonna visit the charity about the dogs.
Yeah,
so that's
and that's why Canada has a squeaky clean reputation, is because they're like, no, we've never done nothing. Yeah, just because it wasn't the first time you did it, you're the ones who made everyone have to go. Right, we need to. No, we do actually. No, funnily enough, no, the Canadians did. No, we need to ban it.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have brought, such pain and suffering in the world so that we had to get so angry.
It's not the anger, it's the creativity.
My revenge will be passionate and creative.
Yeah. I do not doubt that. His parents are survival entities.
What does that even mean?
Food, I'll tell you now. They mean food, clothing, shelter, affection. This means he wants to be near them. He wants to love them naturally, being their child. That's it's stupid.
Yeah, it's not because you provide them stuff.
That's so stupid.
It's called.
And also, you don't love people because they provide you things.
That's what I'm saying. Like really, like. This is a man who has never experienced unconditional love.
Exactly. Ugh.
That is the only way to put it.
But on the other hand, his parents are non-survival entities.
Okay.
His whole being and life depend upon his rights to use his own decision about his movements and his possessions and his body.
Right.
Parents seek to interpret this out of the mistaken idea that a child is an idiot who won't learn unless controlled. So he has to fight shy, to fight anxiety, to annoy and harass an enemy. That just like I don't know if my brain isn't working or if these it's just
no, it's broken. It's broken. It's not you. This is wrong.
He has to fight shy, to fight against, to annoy and harass an enemy.
What does that even? Are you the enemy? Because you're like what? What enemy? What is going on?
Parents seek to interpret this out of the mistaken idea that a child is an idiot who won't learn unless controlled. Well, no, because you think you won't learn unless taught. Like, how do you control a child into learning or understanding? I just don't. It's just so crazy to me. This whole thing.
None of this makes sense.
So he has to fight shy. So he has to fight shy to fight against, to annoy and harass an enemy. It just doesn't make sense.
So he has to fight his shy, his tone of shy, which isn't a tone. He has to fight shy to fight against, to annoy and harass an enemy. What the that's not a sentence. That's not a sentence. That's not how you write a sentence. It's not a sentence. Oh, scabbard. Also, I refuse to not call him Scabbard because that's how I see the cartoon villain version of him on the Free Wins.
Everything in this looks like an English test, and it's just like, what's wrong with this sentence?
Yes!
And you're like, right, you either need to blank out this, so it says, so he has to fight to annoy and harass an enemy, or you have to take out this bit. So he has to fight shy to fight against an enemy. Like, you have to either take out this or take out this. And then it's like, congratulations, 1 point.
Yeah, turn this paragraph into 2 sentences or 2, like I don't get it. I don't like
it. Okay. Wow, this is so great. Here is anxiety. I love them dearly. This is a quote. I love them dearly. I also need them, but they mean an interruption of my ability. But they mean an interruption of my ability, my mind, my potential life. What am I going to do? And then you get down this picture. So it's not even like, it's just a picture there.
I'm so anxious. I'm just a little male model. And I thought I'd be coming in to take some pictures for my...
So, sorry, that says, what am I going to do about my parents? I can't live with them. I can't live without them. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
There he sits, running this problem through his head. That problem, that anxiety, will be with him for 18 years, more or less, and it will half wreck his life. And then just below this picture here, it says, a child needs his parents' support for many aspects of his survival. But if they also severely interrupt his decisions of his life, he is given a huge problem which can cause him much worry. Stupid.
So basically, don't tell your child not to sign the billion-year contract. That's what I'm getting. It's all a build-up to let us do whatever we want with your kid and use them for work.
Yeah, and here, that's a perfect set for this next line. Freedom for the child means freedom for you. Abandoning the possessions of the child to their fate means eventual safety for the child's possessions.
What?
Yeah, stupid.
Okay. because children ruin everything. Is that the implication? I don't.
This is the sprinkles of the brainwashing, coercive control suggestions.
Yeah.
What a terrible willpower is demanded of a parent not to give consent, not to give constant streams of directions to a child. What agony to watch his possessions going to ruin. What upset to refuse to order his time and space. But it has to be done if you want a happy, a careful, a beautiful, an intelligent child. Fuck.
What? Your child is not beautiful unless I have broken it. It's terrifying.
I've just got on to a child's right to contribute if you wanted to take it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've read this part before and it's it's a doozy. Anything Indonesian related. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I will do something
Good idea.
Cool.
We'll talk.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, please do, because that's awesome. Whoa! Oh no! My OT420 fell! I'm gonna need it for this. Okay. A child's right to contribute. This is a rough one here. All right. Dad, would you make me a coffee?
Yeah, that's
okay. I actually need to run down to it. Do you mind if I run down while you read this?
No. Go for it. Go for it. I'm just gonna mute for 1 second.
Are you muting? Should I stay?
No. You can go. It's all good. I was just talking to my dad quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, listen. This is gross. Okay, friends. This is icky. This is icky stuff. You have no right to deny your child the right to contribute. A human being feels able and competent only so long as he is permitted to contribute as much or more than he has contributed to him. A man can over-contribute and feel secure in an environment. He feels insecure the moment he under-contributes, which is to say, gives less than he receives. If you don't believe this, recall a time when everyone else brought something to the party, but you didn't. How did you feel? A human being will revolt against and distrust any source which contributes to him more than he contributes to it. Parents naturally contribute more to a child than the child contributes back. As soon as the child sees this, he becomes unhappy. He seeks to raise his contribution level. Failing, he gets angry at the contributing source. He begins to detest his parents. They try to override this revolt by controlling more. The child revolts more. It's a bad, dwindling spiral because the end of it is that the child will go into apathy. You must let the child contribute to you. You can't order him to contribute. You can't command him to mow the grass and then think it's the contribution. He has to figure out what his contribution is and then give it. If he hasn't selected it, it isn't his, but only more control. All right. It's time. Yeah, Brad, Holly has like everything uploaded to her Google Drive, and she's the one who gave me all of these PDFs, and they're fucked, dude. They're fucked, my guy. Like they're not. This is not it. If you wanted to read a book, this ain't it. None of these are it. And you know what? We're also going to be reading a bunch more of these because everyone needs to know all of this stuff. And I don't want anyone to have to pay to read it and inform themselves about why This is so wrong. We have the information. Why can't we share it for free and help everybody? Don't read it, Joe. It'll rot your brain. Yeah, exactly. Don't do it. I'm doing it for you so you don't have to. Yeah, my dad just said you learn more from a rock, and it's true. Rocks can be very educational. Okay. A baby contributes by trying to make you smile. The baby... That's not helpful. I'm trying to read. Fuck. Okay. A baby contributes by trying to make you smile. The baby will show off. A little older, he will dance for you, bring you sticks. Try to repeat your work motions to help you. If you don't accept those smiles, those dances, those sticks, those work motions in the spirit they are given, you have begun to interrupt the child's contribution. Now he will start to get anxious. He will do unthinking and strange things to your possessions in an effort to make them better for you. You scold him. That finishes him. What? Something else enters in here, and that is data. How can a child possibly know what to contribute to you or his family home if he has an idea of the working principles upon which it runs? Oh, again, it's your own fault. I see. I see. It all makes so much sense. They really want to you know what I think part of this is, honestly? I wonder if they have people read this when they're pregnant to make them scared about what it entails to raise a child in Scientology so that they feel more inclined to go through with a medical procedure, if you know what I mean. Like, I wonder if this is supposed to be intimidating to try to deter people from raising children.
If you want.
Hi.
Oh, I didn't mute, did I? I'm just shouting.
Yeah, I just got the if you want.
Sorry, got muted.
No, it's okay. What did you have?
I had a special dinner request. So before the stream, I spent literally, I'm not even joking or exaggerating, I spent an hour peeling and chopping veg.
Oh.
So I needed to run down now and put the pie in the oven. So it's 45 minutes. So I'm come off the stream, boil up the swede and carrots. They'll be ready in the same time as everything else.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Good work.
No, I nearly chopped my finger off doing that swede. I had to stab it with a fork and try to get
the knife. Oh, well, don't do that.
It was I need SP Chef to come at me with the swede technique. It's that first big old chop through the swede. I get so confident. Yeah. I got a cleaver, but I use the cleaver for meat. Like if I'm chopping meat up for the ferrets.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the meat knife on the veg. But I might
need another one.
Like 2 cleavers. That I think that's like villain origin story. The day I brought a second cleaver.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't go into detail then if you think that's bad. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Did you hear what I was reading though?
No, sorry. Where are we?
Okay, it's gross. Basically, you can't deny your child's right to contribute, and if you don't let your child contribute more than you contribute to him, then you're basically making him revolt and go into a downward spiral of apathy. Awesome, thank you so much. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Hello, Antics. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I'm just very distracted. Yeah, you must let the child contribute to you. You can't order him to contribute. You can't command him to mow the grass and then think that's his contribution. He has to come up with the contribution and do it of his own free will. Otherwise, it's control.
If he applied any of this, if any of this was this is the sort of stuff that I want to write down and quote and go outside the Scientology with and be like,
well, this is why I want to go through this.
Go outside Delphi, go outside and be like, where are you applying this? Was this applied today, yesterday, last week, last month, last decade? No.
And this one here, something else enters here. That is data. How can a child possibly know what to contribute to yours, family, or home if he hasn't any idea of the working principles upon which it is run? And now he's going to explain what a family is. I don't think he knows. Welcome back, B-Rad. We're just about to have Ron Scon Bumhole read us what a family is. This is a family. A family is a group with the common goal of group survival and advancement. That's a family, folks. That's it. That's a family. A group of people with the common goal of group survival and advancement. No love,
So
only gains.
Is a family.
It's the kind of people who are like, we're your work family. You're part of our family, the corporate family. Fuck you. Okay. The child is not allowed to contribute, or failing to understand the goals and working principles of family life is cast adrift from the family. He is shown he is not part of the family because he can't contribute. So he becomes anti-family, the first step on the road to being antisocial.
This is, no, I'm not coming to Christmas because of that one time you took my Tetris off me.
Literally.
I'm still over it.
I know, me either. He spills milk. What is with him and spilling milk? He's referenced spilling milk like 4 times. Like, I swear, like, freaking Rhonda Wolf or something had to, like, one of them had to spill milk. Like, one of his kids spilled milk, and it like really made him mad, and he can't let it go. Like, I think
he's talking about himself in all of this.
Oh, he probably spilled milk and got absolutely reamed for it. You're right. That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that's what I think.
No, that makes more sense to me. I'm glad you pointed that out because you're right. In my mind, that makes more sense to me. Not you're right. It makes more sense to me. That sounds more logical. As logic can even be fucking applied here. He spills milk, annoys your guests, and yells outside your window in play, in quotation marks, scrotation marks. He'll even get sick just to make you work. What? He'll even get sick just to make you work. He is shown to be nothing by being shown that he isn't powerful enough to contribute. This is warped. This is actually fucking warped. And people take it seriously, like they have to take it seriously. And that, I remembered what I was saying while you were gone that you didn't hear. That was my point. I was saying, I wonder if this is written to be so weird and intimidating to make child rearing seem like maybe this is supposed to be a deterrent to be like, wow, that sounds like a lot of work. I don't think I want to have to get involved with doing that. And then it'll make them more inclined to go through a scientific alternative, if you know what I mean.
Where his head was at, it was very much of wanting this ship and wanting to like have as many people in servitude as possible. So I think at the start, before he realized all of like the legal implications and like having child services around and stuff like that, I think he was very much in favor of just breed me up a new generation of people who are gonna work for me. I really don't like that word. I don't like people using
sorry.
No, I'm just saying I don't.
Subservient mind victims.
Yeah, I don't think any.
Pray.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this was the part of him where he was like, "Oh, children, I feel like he got to really spend time with them on the ship, and
yeah. I think he only liked to spend time with children the way that he liked to spend time with children.
do you think he was phobic? Was he a phile or a phobe?
Yeah, but was he a phobe because he was a phile?
I don't know, because it has so much going on with the repressed.
It's really confusing, and yeah, the love for, you know, his true love, JP. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of it stems from resentment of not being with Jack. I mean, let's be real. He thought he was getting his own Titanic, and he was going to be queen of the world on front with Jack Parsons holding him up like Rose.
That movie,
you know what I mean? When that's what he wanted, though.
I desperately didn't want that to come out of my mouth. I'm like, you are being pedantic. And then I stopped trying when I was trying to talk to myself, and then all of the energy come away from my mouth. And then
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know the movie wasn't out, but you know what I mean. I'm painting a picture here. I'm being hyperbolic.
I know, and I'm being hyper
pedantic.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. 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 Yes.
Sharpie. How many we got? Yeah, I'm going Sharpie on it.
Go Sharpie. Okay, here we go. You can do nothing more than accept the smiles, the dances, the sticks of the very young. But as soon as the child can understand, he should be given the whole story of the family operation. What is the source of his allowance? How come there is food, clothes, a clean house, a car? Daddy works. That's a sentence right there. Daddy works. I can hear Dan Walks LA reading this. I can hear that in his voice. Daddy works. Daddy-os. He spends hours and brains and brawn, and for this, he gets money. Okay. Daddy works. He expends hours and brains and brawn, and for this, he gets money.
I'm so sorry. I've just had a cup of tea brought up. And Tea Bringer would like to say hello quick.
Hi, Tilty.
There we go.
Hi, punk rock squirrel.
And I get to enjoy my tea. Thank you so much. How lovely.
That's lovely. That's very wholesome. Thank you for doing that, little one.
This is the love I get when I get a special request meal and put the effort in, I think.
My goodness. It seems like you're KSW because your child is contributing.
It's just I don't understand how he can put normal things in with such insane, unhelpful.
And that's the confusing part that makes people go, okay, well, this is right, so maybe I'm just confused about this other stuff. And then they can trick themselves, you know what I mean? They can use his warped logic to make it make more sense to them in their minds. So it's just easier to go along with, because if you don't go along with it, you're in trouble.
Yeah. None of it is applied. None of it is applied.
No. The money handed over at a store buys food. A car is cared for because of money scarcity. A calm house and care of daddy means daddy works better, and that means food and clothes and cars.
So gross.
Why is he saying daddy, first of all?
He's saying
like, that's weird. Yeah, but
in the context it's written, like he's saying it from the point of an adult, it's really weird.
Like, but daddy works.
I really believe he's writing this as a sad child. I'm being
A
like,
calm
this is
house
him.
and care of daddy means daddy works better, and that means food and clothes and cars.
I can't. I'm so sorry. I
Because
feel
daddy's working.
I can't. Please, mercy.
It's brutal. Education is necessary because one earns better after he has learned. Play is necessary in order to give a reason for hard work. Give him the whole picture. If he's been revolting, he may keep right on revolting, but he'll eventually come around. First of all, a child needs security. Part of that security is understanding. Part of it is a code of conduct which is invariable. What is against the law today can't be ignored tomorrow. That's an interesting line.
What does that?
What does that even mean?
I don't get it.
Okay. First of all, a child needs security. Part of that security is understanding. Part of it is a code of conduct which is invariable. What is against the law today can't be ignored tomorrow. You can actually handle a child physically to defend your rights so long as he owns what he owns and can contribute to you and work for you. You can handle a child physically. Right there. Adults have rights. He ought to know this. A child has his goal growing up. If an adult doesn't have more rights, why grow up? Who the devil would be an adult these days anyway?
Like, they might choose this young a baby forever option. Like, what are you on about?
What I think I'm just going to cease developing and stop growing right here.
Choose to be Peter Pan.
I'm sorry, Joe. Joe really didn't like my Daddy Hubbard voice.
I also didn't like that. Very much didn't like that. Yeah, I agree.
Daddy Ronnie worked so hard.
Everyone who voted on this is in 100% agreement. Please stop.
Okay, I'll never do it again.
Thank you so much.
Unless it's directly to him at his grave.
I would understand.
The child has a duty toward you. He has to be able to take care of you, not an illusion that he is, but actually. And you have to have patience to allow yourself to be cared for sloppily until by sheer experience itself, not by your directions, he learns how to do it well. Care for the child? Nonsense! Literally written there. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Care for the child? Nonsense! He's probably got a better grasp of immediate situations than you have, you beaten up adult. Only when he's almost psychotic with aberration will a child be an accident prone.
What?
Yeah. That was one paragraph, and that had so much fucking wrong with it. Oh, what do we got here? By the way, this is a close family member of... Oh, hold on. I missed what's going on. So I guess I can count on one save now that I have... Oh.
What's that?
Oh. This person is depressed and vulnerable. Oh, yeah. This person is depressed and vulnerable and looking for an awakening and thought, maybe I should look into Scientology because it's like Reiki.
No.
Oh, hold on. There's like, get this bullshit. So you know how easily we say to ourselves, how can anyone so easily be conned into Scientology? Well, I recently had someone tell me that they checked out Scientology because of their previous belief in Reiki. So they saw the touch assist is the same as that. And their promises of astral projection, etc., since they already believed in Reiki, made them want to check it out. They bought Dianetics and are still questioning the validity and the value of the lower scales. This person is depressed and vulnerable and looking for an awakening and thought, maybe I should look into this.
Where are you reading?
This is Antics of a Mama Squirrel's comments.
I was gonna be like, this is not in the pamphlet.
No, I got them all the links and data from the second gens and steered them away. So I guess I can count one save now that I see that written out. I had never thought of it that way. By the way, this is a close family member of mine. Can you imagine if that had continued on and I had a family member in Sciento and had kept my channel activity a secret from them? So I shared with them what I was doing and why and let them into the YouTube world. That's incredible.
Yeah, that is, absolutely fantastic.
I'm gonna just... That's great. And see, there you go. Slippery slope. Oh, well, Reiki, I've had some success, and that sounds like that, and that sounds like that, so why don't I just get in there, and the next thing you know, they get their hooks into your meat.
Have they seen like adverts? Was it Facebook? Was it on YouTube? Was it through the post?
Yeah.
Was it posted up somewhere? Just in case you, like, obviously I'm not being like, go interrogate them. Absolutely not.
If you happen to know where they learned about it, or were,
and I'm so sorry if you're like, literally did a live about it yesterday. I'm so sorry.
I have not caught up.
I've obviously had that fantastic interview with the Holy Rogue. I've got
today's my catch-up day.
Yeah, we've got this one that we've got, and then I should be doing another stream this weekend with oh my god, I nearly said their real name, not knowing if they want their real name out there. TCD Kiss. Is it TCD Kiss?
Oh,
they changed their name.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, well, I was meant to have it last weekend, but I didn't check.
Oh, okay.
And then I forgot. And then with this weekend being the school holidays, the same weekend, my nana, who is literally like my absolute lifesaver, has gone to Ireland to see my auntie. So I don't have my great nana, and I miss her very much. And
I miss her too.
Yeah, at the minute, the only respite help I get
is by me annoying you.
No, it's from my nana.
No, I meant aside from that.
You're sending me phallic-looking bird pictures is not respite.
I love those birds. Those are good birds. Okay, well, let me reread this terrible paragraph for everybody, because there's new people here and I want them. Britt, okay, listen to this. The child has a duty toward you. He has to be able to take care of you, not an illusion that he is, but actually. And you have to have patience to allow yourself to be cared for sloppily, until by sheer experience itself, not by your directions, he learns to do it well. Care for the child? Nonsense! He's probably got a better grasp of immediate situations than you have, you beaten-up adult. Only when he's almost psychotic with aberration will a child be accident-prone.
Yeah, you read that bit. I was as unimpressed the first time you read it.
I know, I had to read it again because I can't.
I'm personally offended by this and being a very accident-prone person.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
I'm not gonna not acknowledge my bias in this particular one, but
I am so accident prone, and you know what? A lot of people who are ADHD and neurodivergent are, and with anxiety.
Yeah, a lot of people with ASD have dyspraxia, which I am being assessed for.
Oh, this is interesting. Antic said, oddly, after watching an episode of The Aftermath, they thought there has to be something to it, or all these people wouldn't have been in so long and gotten into it, and they had seen so much skepticism with Reiki and equated it with that. That's dangerous.
That, to me, sounds like if you were with an abusive partner, you'd be like, wow, his ex has stayed with him for a while for something. No.
That's really...
Everyone has horror stories, just in my head. Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's really scary. And if this is the thing, that's what they want. They want people who are so hurt and lonely.
And Scientology are like, we will teach you, but it will be expensive. That's going to make sense to you. That's going to be like, well, yeah, of course it's going to be expensive to teach me to astro protect.
Yeah.
Dyspraxia. Dyspraxia is basically a medical term for being very clumsy, walking stiff, not having great coordination, not having great spatial awareness. Like if you're walking with somebody and then you notice you keep walking into them, that's just like a normal sign of it.
Or if you hit yourself 6 times anytime you leave any room, no matter how many times you've left that room before without doing that.
If your arch nemesis is a door handle, then you could have dyspraxia.
I know for a fact, Irish Martin Antics, that if I had been exposed to this before I met my partner, I would have lost my life. Like that's the simplest way to put it. I would have lost my life inevitably.
He never would have gone out with me.
I would never have met him. We met online.
Oh dear, I did not. I thought
literally
that was a different way.
No, like literally, I wouldn't like I'd be dead. Straight up. Like that's the truth of it. This is a scary, scary, scary thing. You're well and enjoy life because you aren't owned. You couldn't enjoy life if you were shepherded and owned. You'd revolt. And if your revolt was quenched, you'd turn into a subversive. That's what you make out of your child when you own, manage, and control him.
Oh, it's 7:30.
Oh, is it?
It's 7:30 now, I think. Yeah.
My thing says hour and a half, so
but you started
that makes sense. Yeah, so
can you check the food just because I have like food cooking and it really has it's like everything is timed.
What do you want me to do, sorry?
Well, could you double check that
it is 11? Yeah, it is. It's past.
Okay. I'm sorry everybody to cut
off
so
I'm just going to read this last sentence real quick. Potentially, parent, he's saner than you are, and the world is a lot brighter. His sense of values and reality are sharper. Don't dull them, and your child will be a fine, tall, successful human being. Own, control, manage, and reject, and you'll get the same treatment you deserve. Subversive revolt. Thanks, wow. I hate it.
How is your not training but attitude towards your child going to make them torn?
First of all, tall isn't a personality trait. Okay, it doesn't matter. Height doesn't matter.
Genetically determined.
It's
yeah. I'm sorry. I can hear the door going. I'm coming now.
Okay. Yeah, we're done. Thank you so much.
I did like the opposite colors, but the same sort of thing as what you've got there.
Oh, and I love that.
I'm not doing neurographic. I'm doing whatever this.
You're doing squigglies. I love that.
Squigglies.
Yeah, it's like a baby Phaeton trying to break out of what it's about to be subjected to. Let me out of here.
Yeah, thank you everyone so much for joining. I'm gonna go eat some lovely delicious food, and join us for the rest of this
Friday,
same time, Tilty's channel. We will wrap this up.
And if you haven't liked the live, please do. And if you're not subscribed to Fluffer Squirrel, that would be real good.
Thank you. It's a spectral fried egg.
Ooh, I love that. Like the everything bagel. I don't know if that was in context or not. And yes, Haggis, you did. I was so upset in the beginning because I had to go to bed with no crumbs, and now Fluffer's gonna go and have some crumbs themselves. So
thank you so much for popping in, Haggis. I appreciate it. No,
don't be sorry. We're so happy to see you. Have a great day. Everybody be kind to yourselves.
Take care. Thanks all. Bye.
DB Crim Crew.